Oh my god, what's this? A Dark Void Ninja video? I know, it's been so long. Thank you to the one guy that probably didn't, you probably all forgot about my channel, didn't you? I'm not surprised. I mean, it's a small channel, I barely post, and it's been like 2 years since I last uploaded. And I mean, I wouldn't blame you for completely forgetting I exist. I mean, hell, I did, clearly. A lot of things have happened, haven't they? But by the way, we don't need to get into that right now. We're here playing Space Marine. This is a bit of an old game. I first played this on the Xbox 360 when I was quite young, about a decade ago now, and it is one of my childhood favorite games. And it's mainly I've just started getting into the Warhammer universe big time now. I know I'm a mega nerd. I'm never gonna touch a woman after saying that sentence, but yeah, this game holds a special place in my heart. It's a bit of a classic. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. We're gonna be going normal because we're here for a fun time, not a long time. And yeah, I'm currently playing with a controller. On the Steam version. This is the anniversary version of the game now because it's been so long. I have played through this game quite a few times, but it's still really good. And yeah, so like I said, I started getting into the Warhammer universe when I was quite young. My first game was Dawn of War 2. I played that with my dad, and yeah. Then I got this on the Xbox 360, and I fell in love with it. And it was my first proper Warhammer game, but then again, there hasn't been many. And with Space Marine 2 around the corner, I thought, why not? This would be a good game to come back to the channel. As you can see, we're being sent in to retrieve the Warlord class Titan, because there's a Xenos invasion, and of course, the Imperium of Man cannot allow a Warlord class Titan to get into the hands of Xenos. Strategic value absolute. Damn right. Unacceptable. Strategic value absolute. Send the Ultramarines. Yes. The Ultra Smurfs. Yes. So of course, when I was a kid playing this game, I didn't really realize how much of a kind of Mary Sue's at the time the Ultramarines were. Now I think they've kind of fizzled down a bit. Their stories are kind of good, with the return of Guilliman and whatnot. But yeah, God, I didn't even mind at the time. This game was awesome. This game was peak for me. I fucking loved it. I loved every bit of it. Yeah, God, this game does hold a special place in my heart, and it still looks good. Sure, it's a bit rough around the edges, but I mean, it's it's a decade old. It's from the Xbox 360, for Christ's sake. It's allowed to have a little bit of roughness around the edges. There we are, yeah. World Pariah. Secure the Warlord Titan. There we go. So, in case you're new to the Warhammer universe, first of all, what the hell are you doing? And second of all, so we're the Astartes, these guys. They are the Angels of Mankind. They are super soldiers for humanity. The Astartes, the Ultramarines, are one of the many Space Marine chapters. They were actually one of the first legions, but that's a whole other thing. There's a lot of more competent...
Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machine.
I'll let the dialogue go.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report.
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We are losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety.
Mark Strong.
Hi, Captain. Thunderbolt.
It's going to be so good playing the second game when that comes out. I don't even know if my PC will be able to handle it, so I don't know when I'll be able to record it, but I'll definitely try. It'll be good to have them both on the channel. That's another question. Am I fully returning? I do not know. But hey, it's a bit of fun, and I've got a lot of time on my hands, so here we go.
This is your plan.
We need to get to the surface to take out the gun battery. Or do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the orcs.
Yeah.
Is that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support
the
this action.
Andros.
Try to keep up.
If you're new to this game by somehow, even though it's a decade old, we don't like Leandros, and you'll find out why. Codex Astartes rammed quite firmly up his backside. But as I was saying, there are a lot more competent lore YouTubers and whatnot that have discussed this franchise that I recommend going and watching instead of coming to me for narrative detail. I think this game is really good as a standalone. It teaches you quite enough to know like what's happening and keep you interested, but it barely scratches the surface of what this game has to offer. Yeah. So yep, like I said, I have played this game before. Yeah. There's one thing you need to know about the Space Marine universe, is it's a universe of gratuitous violence. There is nothing but gore and bloodshed in this universe. No one is happy, there is only war. I'll stop your orc war! So in this game it has one of the great mechanics of executing to gain your health back, as you can see. Now we can execute him, bang, get our health back. It is a brutal mechanic, and it's wonderful. It's very in theme. Get out of here with your bloody orc shooter. You dingus. Who dares challenge me? I am an angel of His Highness, the Emperor. The God Emperor of mankind. Who is he, you might ask? Well, at the beginning of time, as Major Kill would say, the Emperor looked at the galaxy's cheeks and decided, I'm gonna clap him. And clap him he did. And yeah, because of his actions, humanity is now both a power to be reckoned with, and also universally despised. That's the Orc War Boss.
Get off my ship, Space
They're all extremely British. It is a character trait, and a beautiful one at that. These orcs are actually a weapon from the olden days of the universe, the ye olden days. They're actually just your typical Brits. Yeah, they're actually space fungus, basically. They're mushroom people. But that's getting into a lot of the lore that I don't quite know. If you were to quiz me on Warhammer lore, I might be able to tell you a thing or two. But I definitely wouldn't be able to give you a looted video on it. Looted. Come on, give me help. Give me help. There we go. So, unfortunately it doesn't move the camera for us, but that doesn't matter. The game's still fun anyway. But yeah, as you can see, execute health, not really a new mechanic in 2023 maybe, but it was really cool back then as a kid. As you can see, Astartes are extremely strong. You know, they've got 2 hearts, 3 lungs, they can bench press a tank. Maybe not that, but they can probably get very close, at least some of them. Pretty sure certain Astartes would definitely try and give it a run for their money. But yeah, Astartes are far above ordinary humans. A single Astartes is, well, it's very applicable to say they're a one-man army. With significant weaponry, you could probably bring one down, and that's why the Xenos of the universe haven't been completely annihilated, because they're very, you know, very strong in their own right. But the Astartes to a regular human, there would be no difference. If you were to send an Astartes with a knife and like, you know, 1 million guardsmen with knives as well, the Astartes would probably rip them limb from limb and shower himself in their entrails. But we're an Ultramarines, we don't do that. Yeah! And we're voiced by the magnificent Mark Strong. He really gives a gravitas to Captain Titus, who we are playing.
Captain Titus, come in. Damned orcs shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros, but I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Heading toward the front lines
God,
now.
that's so
I will
fucking
meet you
cool.
there.
Everything in the Warhammer universe is encapsulated by just go big or go home, and humanity has to be like that because they're you know, wrong button. They're constantly on the back foot. Everyone is out to get them. No one is their friend. You know, the Xenos are trying to wipe out humanity pretty much all of the time, and you know, humanity aren't necessarily going against that. Against that little tradition. They're trying to wipe out everyone else as well, you know. Everyone wants to get the galaxy for themselves. But we all know that the Tyranids are going to be the ones to inherit the galaxy. But, you know, that's for the Space Marine 2 to solve.
Access authorized.
Yeah, the
Emperor be
Volta.
with you.
So this is
Space
the this is the standard weaponry of the Astartes. As you can see, the round size is quite big. It's quite literally like firing a monster energy can into someone's cranium. Yeah, it's the Space Marine be all end all. The Bolter can do everything, and it is great. It has power, and it has the looks. And God, it sounds so good as well. That deafening boom boom. As you can see, orcs are quite a hardy species. There's billions of them in the bloody galaxy. You know, humanity has been trying to cull them for quite a long time. And they come in varying degrees of intelligence, which is all based on their own little culture, the Orc War.
Captain!
Destroy them!
The Adros. They're a force in their own right. What they make up, what they don't have in intelligence, they make up for in a lot of numbers, like a lot. So, kind of imperative to deal with the shooters. Well, they're not exactly marksmen. They are, they're a nuisance if left unchecked. And, while it is a fantasy to dive into enemy lines head first and rip them into bloody ribbons with a knife, it's not exactly great when they're all gunning you down as you approach. It's definitely possible, but they aren't going to make it easy. I mean, oh. Brilliant door. I think, when did this game come out? 2013, 2012? Either way, this game was brilliant when I played it as a kid. I absolutely loved it. It's got a couple narrative flaws and whatnot. There are definitely a few things that happen in this game that are like, what the hell? That shouldn't happen in the Warhammer universe as a whole. But, you know, it's definitely fun anyway.
Are you wounded?
The Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Ah, shush.
The days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I looked at its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself.
So, the Codex Astartes was created by the Primarch Rabute Guilliman, the Primarch of the Ultramarines. A Primarch is basically a demigod.
Enemy!
To the Astartes. They are the direct sons of the Emperor. You know, the bastion of mankind. If an Astartes to a Guardsman is like a T-1000 Terminator, then a Primarch is quite literally like almost, actually, well, that's a horrible analogy, but a Primarch could solo an army of Astartes, or at least some of them. Rabute Guilliman wasn't exactly the most combat hardy of the Primarchs. There were 22, I believe. Well, 20. Two were annulled from history.
Cannon, Captain.
Sidona's picked up local Imperial Guard
The
communications.
Primarchs are
They survived under
all
the
special
shadow
in
of
their
that
own
gun.
right.
I
Rabute
want to
Guilliman
know
was
how.
renowned for his logistical prowess and tactical acumen for those Guardians.
Keep firing! Keep firing!
And thus created the Ultramarines. When the firstborn son of the Emperor, Horus Lupercal, declared a heresy against the Emperor, there was a massive war went on for a very long time to summarize in a very short amount of words. But after that, the traitor legions joined Chaos. Rabute Guilliman created the Codex Astartes, so no one Primarch could wield the force of an ancient legion like they used to. Legions used to be massive. They used to have thousands, tens of thousands of Astartes strong, and that would be such a force to be reckoned with at this time. Whereas the chapters that they have now, because of the Codex Astartes, are only limited to, you know, a couple of hundred. Which, you know, is still significant, but it means that if a single chapter goes rogue, they're not losing nearly as many and risking such a heresy. I know I probably just garbled out a bunch of words that you probably don't understand, but that's the gist of it. Welcome to the Warhammer universe, the 40k universe.
You saved yourselves. We thought you did.
We would be, my lord, if not for the lieutenant.
Where will we find this lieutenant?
At the front lines. Follow the trench network to the lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, guardsmen. We rendezvous with Sidonus, then we find this lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
So, in the grim darkness of the far future...
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
This is the 41st millennium, quite far into the future, as you can see.
Remarkable. A few hundred against a million.
Yeah,
orcs.
Guardsmen are very hearty people. They are the basic humans of the Warhammer universe.
My legs. I can't feel my legs.
They are the rough shock troops of humanity. These are the regular people, billions strong. And God, they have their own lore about them entirely. But yeah, in the current setting of Warhammer, or the 40k, the 41st millennium, humanity is a very pious species. Not really by choice. The Emperor didn't want to do that. He was an atheist. But the Ecclesiarchy really pushed that the
Captain,
Emperor is a god.
I'm in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
And so, you know, the humans, the regular guardsmen and whatnot, they see Space Marines as quite literal angels of death. When they arrive, you know, shit's going strong. Because what human wouldn't, you know, have hope when he sees the demigod sons of the Emperor? So, you know, we're gonna meet up with our veteran sergeant here. One of my favourite characters, Sidonus.
Sergeant, I see you found something to keep you busy.
Worry not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you.
Good lad. So you can note the two studs in their head.
No mistake.
And Captain Titus and the sergeant's head.
Typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it.
Crafty orcs.
Their
See?
leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
So they're talking about the orc war boss.
I may have encountered
He's the
orc
big bad.
before I jumped to the surface.
That was the orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. Did he survive?
If the Horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under his control.
Yes, they have a lot of influence, the orc war boss. Their very presence alone emboldens the orcs. The chainsaw.
Adeptus Astartes.
A very iconic weapon for the Astartes. It is, well, it's a chainsaw and a sword in one. It's the fastest weapon in the Space Marine game. And, well, I'll let it speak for itself in a second. But as I was saying, note the two studs in both the Sergeant and Captain Titus's head. That is indicative of how many years of service they've endured. Because they have two. Here we go. Love it! So that's indicative of them serving for 200 years. They are well-blooded. Yes. Come, greenskins. So the chainsaw might honestly be one of my favourite weapons in this game. The power axe and the power hammer are definitely really good. And you know, they're definitely fun to play with, but the chainsaw is so raw. Nothing in this game isn't fun to deal with. Nothing like swinging a chainsaw like a sword, just ripping through flesh. Probably sounds quite sadistic, but you know, in the 40k universe, that's how things are. I think that's the objective, so we're not going to go that way, we're going to go this way. Oh, nope, here's the objective. Well,
Target that squig!
So that's a squig, as you can see. They explode. Pretty simple. Ah yes, they just link up. I think there's a servo skull back there. But I've already collected it. Actually, wait, no, this is a new save, so surely it will still be there. Ah, never mind. But yeah, those are squigs, as you can see. They explode. Not much threat to an Astartes, but to regular humans, yeah, they're gonna go splat. Yeah, get out of here. So these are also, you know, orcs, but they are the lowest and smallest kind of orc. They have a lot of room to grow. Come on. Yeah, you shooters have no cover now. I want to keep a few barrels. I know what's going to be coming any second. As you can see, the guardsmen are wielding different weapons to us. Come here. Yeah. Oh. So, yeah, a minor downside is, of course, you don't really have hyper armor while executing. So while you are healing, if you really want to get into the melee like I am, you have to be executing pretty much all of the time, or else the orcs will eventually bring you down. But you know, we can make it work. You know, if you keep executing, you'll never really die. Come here. Ah. See, and that's actually a little bit of information for you there. Astartes are actually able to digest almost anything because they are, you know, a work of art in terms of genetics. They actually have a very special kind of saliva that can help them digest almost anything. So you could argue that them drinking orc blood is well, definitely a drink at least. I don't know if it would heal, but it's a neat gameplay mechanic for sure. Bring it. Yeah, bring it, big man.
Time for you to die. You ready to die?
Yeah, bring it! Bring it!
Just got killed.
Absolutely nothing compared to me.
Space Marines, thank you. We thought we were done for.
Where is your commander, Guardsman?
Inside, but the door is sealed.
I believe they will let us through. Imperial Guard, we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
So, of course, yeah, as an Imperial Guard, you
Space Marines.
don't really need to take orders from a Space Marine. They are, you know,
Word from
they
the
are
second
different
Recce.
groups.
Another
But
horde of the Greenskins are headed here from the
to
south.
refuse an order from a Space Marine is kind of like inviting death. So unless you have a really arrogant and ballsy commissar, you really don't want to refuse an order from a Space Marine.
Reinforce their position, hold the line, and stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Here she is, best girl.
Thank the Emperor. Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines.
You were in command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
How many?
2.
Damn. I sent out 10. That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
Come with me, then. I should warn you, my lords. We've got a slight orc problem down here.
Yeah, just a slight problem. This is a Tuesday in the 41st millennium.
Genetic scan complete.
Yeah, purity seal.
Adeptus Astartes. Access
Yes!
authorized.
Fury! Fury makes this game so good. So, yep, as you can see, you can take some time to read that. I already know what it is. Fury is basically your rage mode. It makes you
What do you know of the
temporarily
Titans?
invulnerable.
Only that our
heal
troops were
so
sent to
much more
guard the
damage.
Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajakis. But that was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the Manufactorum.
Oh, that's so good. So that gun there is quite literally bringing down ships from orbit. It's a planetary defense weapon for a reason.
Get me that field manual. Stuck on bloody Forge World and not a single tech priest in sight.
Alright, we're gonna huff it here. More orcs.
Digger! Digger!
Form a down firing line!
So as you can see, the regular guardsmen would never really want to get close to it. Even the regular kind. Even the regular ones here would do significant damage to a regular guardsman. What are the Astartes? Oh, these guys are just slaughter. Come on, give me that guy. There we go. Oh, give it. Oh. Alright. Well, we're a bit low health, that's fine. Everyone good? Alright, cool. We can make it through this. Grab this ammo. Alright. Speed is key. Let's go. We got some more diggers over here, which means more orcs. Something cool is you don't have to change back to your bolt pistol to wield your melee weapon. You can melee at any point. There you. Punch blocks. I'm gonna support these guardsmen over here. Oh, well, never mind. This is a heavy bolter, as you can see. Its sole purpose is to rip through the flesh of mankind's enemies. If you were to dare get in front of this as a human, well, you would find yourself torn in two quite quickly. Move the front line. As you can see, this gun is massive. A regular human would not be able to rip it off like I have. Fair enough stuff. This is a child's play.
And the gun battery.
The orcs took it almost as soon
Must have
as
run
we
out of
got
ammo.
Nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun.
So as you can see, the guardsmen are using different guns to the Astartes. That's because, well, they can use bolt guns. Bolt guns are massive. And the mighty guardsman lasgun is well, in the right hands, weapon of art.
Weapons authorization
The
confirmed.
Stalker Bolter.
Access granted.
All right. So this is you know, our long range option for the game. You know, our sniper. It's quite powerful, and I guess I'll show you that right now. I had to go let my sister in, but here we go. The Storm Bolter.
That's where the orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
Hell yeah.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
Don't worry, best girl. I'll bring you that gun. Right. Let me go kill
We're
some
heading back to the
orcs.
command post, Captain. Good luck. 29, 30, 34. Injured workers should seek treatment in Sector 46.
Go on. So the Stalker Bolter, you know, very similar to the regular Bolter, but of course much more powerful rounds. It's like having a Barrett 50 cal for a,
Orcs
for
on
a
the high
pistol.
ground.
To account for emergency disruption of production.
Go on, go on. Boom. This thing tearing into your head would just leave a stump behind. It is quite literally just. It makes the 50 cal look like a toy gun. In our age, but you know they've got 40,000 years on us. I think it's all right that we haven't created the Stalker Bolter yet. Alright.
Space Marines! Kill him! Kill you for that!
Look at this guy. Look at this guy trying to be clever. Them and their bloody shooters. Those orc boys. Oh, look. Yeah, how easy they fall. It's just like harvesting wheat. Come on. Come on, orcs. No, they don't want to come out? Alright.
Kill the spaceman!
Once we get through these battlements, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the young fortress.
That guy was thinking of that. As you can see, their armor and barricades are rudimentary at best compared to humanity, but orcs are pesky. They have the uncanny ability to make anything work as long as they believe it works. Frame drop there. But yeah, if an orc believes something will work, it starts to work. That's the power of the orcs. Bring it! Come here, you. I know it's unnecessary and I'm at full health, but I mean, come on. You deny those results? God. Alright.
Look at these cables.
They must be powering orc contraptions across the battlefield.
Yes. Clever little critters they are. They're like well, I'd like to say they're
Captain,
like rats, but
assault support
you know,
pods were
that's
dropped in
doing a
this
disservice to the Skaven if you're a Warhammer Fantasy fan. Ah, look, jump packs. My favourite part of this game. Now we're gonna have some real fun. Alright, boys. You guys can go through the door. I'll take the high road.
Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the orcs down here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Come in, come in. Yeah. Oh. Now if we were to direct impact, as you can see, they don't fare too well. This is why assault marines are so vicious and fierce. So of course, they have access to jump packs. Not only does it grant a massive increase to their speed, but of course gives them the ability of, you know, rudimentary flight. Which is a deadly combination for a Space Marine. Give a Space Marine more force, you'll find that even the greatest marines can't stop them.
Blast the Space Marines!
And sadly our fun is over. Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought this segment ended a lot faster. Yes, no one is safe. No one. Absolutely no one. Give me more. More blood. Come here. How about this, huh? How about that? I think that kills an orc just fine. The best kind of green skin is a dead green skin. Please, I'm not racist. That's terminology in this universe, I swear. Please don't cancel me.
This way out.
And one last good one. Wonderful. And that was the jump pack. A beautiful little sequence and a lot of fun.
No room for that jump pack, Captain.
Thank you, Sergeant.
That rock delivered the orcs
Didn't know
right
it.
into the gun fortress.
Alright. Chapter 3. And this is where we are going to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful little episode. And, you know, second one will be coming soon because I have quite a lot of time on my hands. And, yeah, look forward to more Space Marine content. Kind of glad to be back. Don't know how long I plan to be back. Me and a schedule, well, we just, you know, we don't get well together. But yeah, you know, if you really liked this episode, I know it's quite a long one, you know, give me a like, subscribe. If you're really feeling it, give me a comment and say, hey, I'm still here. And I'll say, cool, here's a like. But just know that your viewership is enough for me. Thank you for watching or even clicking on this video. And, well, I'll see you guys in the next one.